Okay.
All right. So now we're going to perform our air brake test. So as we get in the bus, we want to make sure to switch our key forward. And we're going to be looking for three things: our glow plug, check engine, and our ABS to turn off. And as soon as those turn off, it's good to go. But before we turn it on, we're going to perform our neutral safety switch test. And we have to make sure that the bus does not turn on any other gear but neutral. So in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and shift it into all the other gears and try to turn on the bus. So we're going to go to 1, switch the key to the on position, and it doesn't start. It's good. So we're going to do that to the rest of them. Doesn't turn on. Drive. Doesn't turn on. Reverse. Doesn't turn on. So it didn't turn on any other gear. Now it should turn on neutral. So our air tanks are low, so we want to fill them up. And as we turn it on, we're going to be looking out for the governor to kick off around 120 to 125 PSI. All right. So in order for me to be able to hear this, I want to open my window. My window opens freely. I'm going to open my door also. And now we're going to wait for our air tanks to fill up. And it should cut off around 120 to 125 PSI. We should hear our air governor. It. So now we're listening out for our air cutoff switch. All right, there was our air cutoff switch. It should cut off around 120 to 125 PSI. So now that our air tanks are full, we're able to perform the test. So in order to perform that, we need to turn off the bus. We turn it off and then put it back into the accessory mode or the run position. We open our door again to make sure that we're able to hear if there's any leakage. All right, so our bus is chogged. So now what we need to do is release the parking brake. And when we do that, we're going to do that very carefully. Check our danger zones and rest the bus on the chocks. So we're gonna slowly let off the service brake and safely get caught on the chocks. Okay, there we go. All right, we're on the chocks. So after the first initial air loss, when the needle stops moving, we should lose no more than 2 PSI in a minute. And I'm gonna start to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. All right, my air tanks held pressure. I did not lose no more than 2 PSI in a minute. Now we'll move on to the apply. In order for the apply to be performed, we're going to step on the air brakes hold the service brake, and after the initial air loss, we should lose no more than 3 psi. So we're gonna hold the service brake and watch the needle move, and when it stops moving, we start to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. My tank's held pressure. I did not lose no more than 3 psi in a minute. So now the next portion of the applied test will be that we're gonna fan down the service brake to lose air out of the tanks, so that we're looking out for 2 warning indicators, our light and our buzzer, to come on around 60 to 80 psi. So we'll pump the service brake, losing air out of the tanks, and there are my 2 indicators, my light and my buzzer. So now we're gonna continue to fan down for the emergency parking brake to pop out around 20 to 40 psi. And there it is, it popped out. So that completes that portion of the test. Now we'll move on to the rate test, or the air buildup test. So in order for that to be performed, we need to turn on the vehicle again and allow the air tanks to fill up. And what we're looking for is that around 85 psi, we'll begin the count of 45 seconds. It would have to fill up from 85 to 100 psi within 45 seconds. So I'm gonna help it a little bit. So as we get to 85 seconds, we'll begin to count. When we get to 85 psi, we'll begin to count. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. It was successful. My air tanks built from 85 to 100 within the 45 seconds. So it's doing good. All right. Now for the next brake test, we're gonna do the emergency parking brake hold test. And for that to be performed, we wanna make sure that our doors close and that we check our blind spots before we move our bus, before we perform any action in moving our bus. So now in order to do that, we're gonna go ahead and leave the engine on. We're gonna put the bus into drive, and we're gonna step on the gas to 1100 RPMs for 3 seconds to make sure that the parking brake holds. So I'm at 1100 RPMs. 1, 2, 3. Parking brake held. Go back to neutral. All right. and the parking brake held. That was a good test. So now we'll have 2 pull-ups. The first pull-up is to make sure that our service brake is working, and our second pull-up is going to be so that we have no play in our steering wheel, that is not pulling left or right, which mean indication of a bad suspension or something wrong with our brakes. So in order to perform that, we would put it into drive, give it some gas, 5 miles an hour, and then apply our service brake. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So brace yourself. Give it some gas. Check our blind spots always. And give it gas. All right, the first one for the service brake, it held, it was good. Second one is gonna be to find any play in our suspension or our brakes or any pull in the steering wheel. All right, we had no pull in our steering wheel. That was a good brake test. That completes it.